Good morning and happy Monday. Welcome back to Book Blabs. I'm Nat and I love to blab all things books. It is currently Monday, May 5th or Cinco de Mayo. And I haven't done a reading vlog in a while besides the Read It or I Don't Need It. So I thought it'd be fun to do a reading vlog for this week, okay? So I don't really have a set TBR for this week. I'm probably going to be reading books that I'm already in the middle of and yapping about them. And yeah, it can also like double as a how much can I read in a week, because I do work a full-time job. So we will see. Hi, this is future editing Nat popping in, and I realized that I didn't give any of the descriptions or synopsises of the books that I'm talking about, and then I kind of like yap about them, which can be kind of confusing if you don't know what I'm talking about. So I'm going to be inserting myself into the video where I think it makes the most sense to kind of give the synopsis, because past Nat didn't really think about that. All right, so here's my disclaimer. Let's roll. But I'm going to start this video off with King of Envy. All right, so King of Envy is book number 5 in the Kings of Sin series by Ana Huang. And this is, I say Vuk's, or the Serbs, and Ayana's love story. So I'm going to be looking at my iPad here and reading it to you. It said, he had everything he could have wanted except her. Dangerous, powerful, reclusive. Vuk Markovic is notorious for shunning human interactions. The scarred billionaire rarely talks, and he has no interest in relationships outside his small but trusted circle. His only exception? Her. The beauty to his beast, the object of his obsession. He saw her first. He wanted her first. But now she's engaged to his oldest friend, and the closer the wedding looms, the more he's torn between loyalty and desire. She should be his, and he might just risk it all to have her. And here's Ayana's perspective. Beautiful, successful, glamorous. To the world, supermodel Ayana Kadane leads the perfect life. Her career has skyrocketed, and she's engaged to one of New York's most eligible bachelors. What people don't know is that the engagement is only a business arrangement. He gets his inheritance when they marry. She gets the money she needs to leave her abusive agency. Pretending to be in love should be easy, until she finds herself increasingly drawn to her fiancé's enigmatic best man. Vuk thrills and terrifies her in equal measure. She knows she should stay away, but when her wedding is thrown into chaos, he's the only person she finds comfort in, until his past catches up with them and threatens everything they love. I'm like 75, 80% through. I want to say I have like less than 100 pages left. So I'm going to be reading that physically, but I'm about to get in the car and drive to work. So the audiobook that I'm listening to is The Bodyguard by Catherine Center. All right, here's The Bodyguard by Catherine Center. She's got his back. He's got her heart. They've got a secret. What could possibly go wrong? Hannah Brooks looks more like a kindergarten teacher than somebody who could kill you with her bare hands. But the truth is, she's an elite bodyguard, and she's just been hired to protect a superstar actor from his stalker. Jack Stapleton's a Hollywood heartthrob, captured by paparazzi on beaches the world over, rising out of the waves in clingy board shorts and glistening like a Roman deity. When Jack's mom gets sick, he comes home to the family's Texas ranch to help out. Only one catch. He doesn't want his family to know about his stalker, or the bodyguard thing. And so Hannah, against her will and her better judgment, finds herself pretending to be Jack's girlfriend as a cover. Protecting Jack should be easy, but protecting her own heart, that's the hardest thing she's ever done. So those are going to be the 2 books that I'm going to be switching between at first, all right? So I will update you in a bit, but I have to finish getting ready for work. Hi guys. So it's currently almost 1 o'clock. I'm halfway through my lunch break. Well, so I have like a 2-hour drive to work in the morning, so I listened to The Bodyguard by Catherine Center, and I got to finish The Bodyguard by Catherine Center. I rated that one 4 stars. I thought it was super sweet, and like I loved the deeper feelings behind it, because sometimes romances can be very 2D or very like not emotionally complex, but this one, it dealt with grief from both the female and male main characters. One of them she lost her mom and he lost his brother, and it was also the like a celebrity versus like bodyguard romance, but she was the bodyguard. I don't know, it's probably, I'm sorry, I'm distracted by how frizzy my hair is. But my read is probably not making any sense. But I rated it 4 stars, if I didn't already say that. I thought it was sweet. I got a little teary-eyed at some points, but I didn't like fully cry. And it didn't really give me that 5-star feeling, but I still really, really, really enjoyed it. And I think that you guys should read it. I also started The Wild Robot on audiobook. All right, here's The Wild Robot by Peter Brown. So it says, Wally meets Hatchet. Can a robot survive in the wilderness? When robot Roz opens her eyes for the first time, she discovers that she is all alone on a remote, wild island. She has no idea how she got there or what her purpose is, but she knows she needs to survive. After battling a violent storm and escaping a vicious bear attack, she realizes that her only hope for survival is to adapt to her surroundings and learn from the island's unwelcoming animal inhabitants. As Roz slowly befriends the animals, the island starts to feel like home, until one day, the robot's mysterious past comes back to haunt her. From best-selling and award-winning author and illustrator Peter Brown comes a heartwarming and action-packed novel about what happens when nature and technology collide. Dude, Wally and Hatchet's like the perfect way to describe this book. I don't know why. It's a children's book, but I watched the movie and I bawled my eyes out, so maybe I just wanted to see how the book compared. And now I'm finishing up eating, and then for the rest of my lunch, I'm going to be reading King of Envy. All right, so I'll keep you guys updated. Bye. Hello again. It is currently 7 p.m. So I got home from work. I ate dinner. On my way home from work, I finished The Wild Robot by James Brown, and it was fun. It was a really quick, easy read because it's a children's book, but I gave it 4 stars. I really liked it. Hot take, don't cancel me, but I liked the movie better. Anyways, it was still really cute. And on my lunch, I got to 93% of King of Envy. So I have like 2 or 3 chapters left, and I'm really excited to finish it because like I want to know how it ends. So I'm probably going to go read that. And then I also started another audiobook since I finished The Wild Robot. So I'm starting The 4 Winds by Kristen Hanna. So this is like a big girl book, but I've heard amazing things. So I'll tell you more about that as I'm listening. Here's The 4 Winds by Kristen Hanna. Texas, 1934. Millions are out of work and a drought has broken the Great Plains. Farmers are fighting to keep their land and their livelihoods as the crops are failing, the water is drying up, and dust threatens to bury them all. One of the darkest periods of the Great Depression, the Dust Bowl era, has arrived with a vengeance. In this uncertain and dangerous time, Elsa Martinelli, like so many of her neighbors, must make an agonizing choice. Fight for the land she loves or go west to California in search of a better life. The 4 Winds is an indelible portrait of America and the American dream as seen through the eyes of one indomitable woman whose courage and sacrifice will come to define a generation. From the #1 New York Times bestselling author of The Nightingale and The Great Alone comes an epic novel of love and heroism and hope, set against the backdrop of one of America's most defining eras, the Great Depression. Hi guys. I just took off my makeup because I'm getting ready to take a shower, put on my PJs, and hop in bed. But I finally finished King of Envy. So I'm super freaking excited. I loved it. I gave it 4 stars because there was one part towards the end that I couldn't take seriously. I was just laughing my butt cheeks off. So I brought it down a little bit, but like, they're so cute. I was giggling and kicking my feet. If you haven't started the Kings of Sin series by Anna Huang, what are you doing? Like, I'm waiting. I'll wait. Go start it. Because the men that Anna Huang writes, they're a little unhinged. Yes. They're a little toxic. Yes. But do I eat it up every time? Yes. So I am gonna go take a shower, put on my PJs, and then we will see what I start next. Good morning. If my face is glistening. Did you hear the birds? Anyways, if my face is glistening, it's because I'm doing my skincare right now. But good morning, book babes. After my shower last night, I doom scrolled until I passed out. So I think the next like physical book, I say physical in quotes because I think it's gonna be on my Kindle because there are a few Kindle Unlimited books that I want / need to read soonish because they're either buddy reads or I'm like in the middle of them. So I think next I'm going to be finishing Blood of Hercules because I think not last month but the month before maybe, or maybe it was even the month before that, I don't remember when, one of my book clubs picked, like we all picked Blood of Hercules to read and everybody DNF'd it. And I've never DNF'd a book. So like I've soft DNF'd a book before, but like I've never like DNF'd a book. So I want to try and finish it even if I get it like 1 or 2 stars. But so far I've been finding it just a little bit cringy. And I think that's why the book club DNF'd it. Here's The Blood of Hercules by Jasmine Moss. A sarcastically funny, dark fantasy romance reimagining of Hercules from Amazon best-selling author Jasmine Moss. I'm just a girl, and it turns out I'm Hercules. I'm struggling to survive in a Titan-infested world where Spartans, immortals from 12 royal families who have godlike powers and obscene wealth, rule over all. A shy, stammering foster child with nothing, I keep my head down, cover my scars, and focus on excelling in school. At least I try to. Then it happens. My blood test reveals I'm part of the powerful elite. I'm one of them, a Spartan. Forced to attend the Spartan War Academy, I undergo the most harrowing test of all time to see if I have what it takes to be an immortal. There's just a few problems. Achilles and Patro are my scary mentors. Charon, the ferryman of death, and Augustus, the son of war, are my terrifying professors. Also, I'm pretty sure either someone's stalking me everywhere I go or my sanity's slipping. I have a bad feeling both are true. I'm surrounded by villains and they're smothering me with their hate, obsession, and dark possessiveness. Too bad for them, they have no clue just who they're messing with. I'm also going to be listening to The 4 Winds by Kristen Hanna while I get ready. I just started it in the car last night. I think I'm like 10 minutes in. And I don't really fully know what it's about. One of my best friends who lives in Texas, her name's Mackenzie. Hey, Kens. It's like her favorite book of all time. And it popped up on my library app as like an audiobook. And I was like, why not? So, because it's more of a like a lit fic book, so, or like a historical fiction / literary fiction book. So I find those more intimidating. So I think the audiobook is going to make it more digestible for me. Anyways, I'm yapping a lot, but I guess that's the point of a vlog, is for you to listen to me yap. But I just feel weird, so I'm going to stop talking for now. I'm going to keep getting ready for work. And while I'm getting ready, I'm going to be listening to The Four Winds. All right. Catch you next time. 1 second. Oh, for you, it'll be like 5 seconds. For me, it'll be like, who knows? I'm on my lunch break and I thought I'd update. So on my way to work and then a little bit while I was working, I got up to around just under 40% of The Four Winds by Kristen Hanna. And right now it's breaking my heart. Every time that I think it can't get sadder, it gets sadder. And like, trust me, I am enjoying it. Like, I'm invested. I want to know what happens next. I want to know where it's going. I just want to know. I'm invested. However, our main character, Elsa, like, she can't catch a break. Why can't she catch a break? Like, my poor girl. I just want to give her a hug, a pat on the back, and let her know that it is going to be okay. Well, I hope. I don't know how it ends yet. But life is kicking her down. And then when she's not even back up yet, and it kicks her down again. So I'm going to update you guys again later, but I'm like halfway through my lunch break. I'm going to be reading some Blood of Hercules on my Kindle. I don't know if I'll update you at the end of my lunch or if I'll update you when I get home from work tonight. We'll see. But yeah, reading time. This is foul. This is so foul. I'm cracking up. Oh gosh, that's bright. Hi. So when I got home from work, I ate wings and then completely forgot to film and update you guys. I'm in bed now, obviously. Hi. I didn't listen to an audiobook on the way home. I listened to music. So really, I haven't really made any progress. I'm like 24% through Blood of Hercules, and it is still cringy. I'm laughing at some of the things that are being written in that book. And then as for The Four Winds, I'm kind of scared to keep going right now because I don't want it to get sadder. But I definitely listen to audiobooks on my way into work, so I'll probably listen to it more tomorrow. And then I'm just laying in the dark, doom scrolling, And I also have my Kindle next to me because one of the beautiful things about having a Kindle is that you can read in the dark. So that's my update. I'm sorry, I'm a goober. I forgot. I spent time with my family. Sue me. I ate good wings. Sue me. Yeah, so I'll update you guys in the morning or at my lunch. I'll update you when I update you, okay? Good night. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. I got to work a little bit early, so I think I'm just going to read my Kindle until it's time to go in and start my job. But I think I'm just going to read Blood of Hercules. On my way over here, I listened to more of The Four Winds. Now I'm around 60% through that book, and it is getting a little more hopeful. I've gotten like a little bit emotional like 2 or 3 times now, just because it deals with concepts of like family and like found family and friendship, specifically like female friendship, and just like true grit, like, and resilience, I guess. And these are all things that just like make me really emotional because they mean a lot. So things are starting to look up a little bit, but I still have 40% of the book left, so I'm a little nervous what's going to happen, in case, like, because I feel like there's always something bad that happens and then they have to overcome it, unless it's just going to only go up from here. That would be ideal, you know, like it started off really low, and when you start at rock bottom, there's only one way to go. So we'll see. So yeah, I'm gonna stop yapping so I can keep reading. I want to get through more of Blood of Hercules because I want to finish that book, even though I'm like, it's kind of cringy. I just want to say that I finished it. I've also never DNF'd a book, and I don't want to start now. So let's roll. I can't make it up. Hi guys, I'm on my lunch, but I'm only 35% through Blood of Hercules, and I'm like skimming at this point. Like, I'm cringing. Oh my god, did you see my eye twitch? That was so weird. Anyways, I'm cringing and laughing so hard, so I'm like, I'm just skimming. I don't even know what I'm gonna rate this book. I don't know how I feel about this book. I don't know what the point of this book is, guys. I don't know. I'm so confused and lost right now. Hello, it is 7:30. I got home from work about a half an hour ago. I ate dinner and I wanted to update you. I am now 80% through The Four Winds. I listened to the audiobook on my way home, and let me tell you, I am so invested. I am literally obsessed. Mackenzie, I know you watch my videos, so thank you for putting me on this book, because she said it's like her favorite book of all time. Like, she read it at a time she really needed it, and she just loves it so much. And at first I was really scared, and I thought you just needed a hug because it was so sad. But now I'm seeing things play out, and it's like making me giddy. Like, it's so good, and it's so like meaningful. It's not just like a giddy that you get from a romance, because it's like, you know, you giggle and kick your feet with a good romance. But no, this one, it's like a giddy in like a really deep, beautiful way, because it's like this family is going through extreme hardship, and no matter how many times life knocks them down, they're getting back up and they're brushing off their knees, and they're they keep pushing forward. And it's so beautiful because they're making friends and meeting people along the way. And it's like they're growing as a family and they're learning to appreciate each other. Because like a big dynamic in this book is the main character Elsa and her daughter Loretta. Like their relationship is very dynamic because Loretta is 14. And so like I know the relationship between a mother and a daughter is a very sacred but also very fragile one. So it's, I don't know, I'm literally so invested and like things are happening, stuff is brewing, I know where it's gonna go, like I think I do at least. So I'm excited to like crack on with it, but like I'm in love. So thank you, Mackenzie. Good morning. It's like 5 a.m. on Thursday morning. And I'm really tired today. I'm trying not to be grumpy. I feel grumpy. I know it doesn't look it, but I feel it. So I'm just gonna get ready for work and keep pushing on with the 4 winds. So I'm almost done. And then I'll give you my full, not full, but like I'll give you my like total thoughts on the whole thing briefly, because essentially I'll have like a wrap-up video or like a reading wrap-up video, and then I'll give you the full review. But yeah, I'm grumpy, I'm tired, but it's almost Friday, so hallelujah, right? Dedicated to the time, wasn't long till I called you mine. Yeah, since you've been gone, and all you never hear me say is how I picture me with you. No, you never hear me say. Good morning. So I just got to work. I'm a little bit early, but I finished the 4 winds. 5 stars. I was trying not to cry because it's like I already did my makeup for work and I didn't want to like ruin it, but I got really emotional for a multitude of reasons. So I'm not usually a historical fiction type of person because it's like I find history fascinating a little bit, but it's not like what I'm drawn to. But and I remember learning about the Great Depression and the Dust Bowl, but I didn't realize, I think it really put into perspective for me, the grit and the hard work that farmers and like migrant Americans had to put in order to survive and, you know, feed themselves, feed their families. So just the strength and the determination and the fight that they put in to, you know, maintain their like American dream was just really inspiring. I loved it. And then also just the different relationships that went on in this book were amazing. Like, so just the relationship between Elsa and her daughter Loretta is like literally, it made me really emotional and it made me cry or like tear up because I didn't actually want to cry and ruin my makeup. Was like, I don't know, the bond between a mother and a daughter is a really like sacred thing in my mind. And I think it really tugged at my heartstrings because right now my relationship with my mom is very rocky, if not non-existent. And it just like, you know, it made me emotional because like the love between a mom and a daughter is like so deep and so, I don't even know how to describe it, so profound. But yeah, it really made me cry. Like, it made me really emotional.
And then on top of that, just Elsa, you know, the character that she is and the development that she goes through, because it's like she's so used to being invisible. And, you know, like, she thinks that she's unlovable. She thinks that she's ugly. She thinks she's a problem. She thinks that, like, all of these really sad things. And, like, watching her life develop and, like, watching her life unfold and watching her become a mother and daughter-in-law and watching her become all of these things, and the strength and the grit that it provides for her. It's just, it's amazing. Like it's a beautiful, beautiful story. And I'm so happy that I read it. Mackenzie Baker, I love you. So 5 stars. Now I'm going to start Pretty Girls by Karen Slaughter. I don't know much about it. I want to go into it blind. I do know that a bunch of the people that I follow on Goodreads and like my reader friends and reader community have rated it like 4 and 5 stars and said that it was addicting, it was heartbreaking yet jaw-dropping. It was so good but traumatic, and I know it's about kidnapping, so it's probably gonna have a bunch of trigger warnings, but we'll see. All right, so I actually do need to go into work now, but I will talk to you guys later. Bye. This is Pretty Girls by Karen Slaughter. 20 years ago, Claire Scott's eldest sister Julia went missing. No one knew where she went. No note, no body. It was a mystery that was never solved, and it tore her family apart. Now another girl has disappeared, with chilling echoes of the past, and it seems that she might not be the only one. Claire is convinced Julia's disappearance is linked. But when she begins to learn the truth about her sister, she is confronted with a shocking discovery, and nothing will ever be the same. Hi guys. It is halfway through my lunch, and I don't really have a huge update for you. I'm like 13% into Pretty Girls by Karen Slaughter. So far, it's a long audiobook. It's a 20-hour audiobook, and I'm only 13% in because 20 hours, hello. But so far, I'm really confused because I don't know if it'll help if I think it's on Kindle Unlimited, so maybe if I download it and like look at the physical book as I'm listening when I can. Because I feel like it's jumping. I don't know if it's just timelines. It's for sure perspectives. It's jumping between at least 3 different perspectives. And I don't know what the timeline of those perspectives are. And so I just feel really discombobulated, and I don't know if that's like the point. But I'm really confused so far, and it's like kind of making me like 20 hours of confusion. I really hope not. But yeah, I'm also kind of intrigued because everyone on my Goodreads talked about how good this book was. So yeah, I'm gonna go read. I'll talk to you guys later. I'm so tired. I don't know why. I just finished eating and I feel like death incarnate. I'm so sleepy. Okay, bye. This is a talking snake. I can't make this shit up. Morning, my bookish babes and besties. It is now Friday morning. I did not read or vlog at all last night, simply because I got really good news at work yesterday. I'm getting a promotion. So I was just really stoked, and so on my way home from work, I like blasted music and like belted my heart out just to like celebrate. And then when I came home, I talked to my family about it. I talked to my boyfriend, my sister, I FaceTimed my best friend. And then by the time that I like was on the phone with everybody and called everybody, because I was like, I also called my other best friend on the way home from work and told her. So it's like I was on the phone with everybody. I was calling everyone, FaceTiming everyone, because I just wanted to share this piece of good news because it was really unexpected. I am super stoked, but I didn't read last night, but I do plan on reading today, tonight, this weekend, so I will update you more. I am like 13% through
Pretty Girls by Karen Slaughter. And I think I already said that I'm like really confused. So hopefully things clear up. And then I'm like 50-something% through Blood of Hercules. And guys, I'm just skimming. At this point, I'm skimming. It's so cringy. Some of the lines, like, I think I've been recording certain lines that I've come across that I just can't stop like laughing at, because I can't make it up. I don't know why it's written that way. You know, to each their own. I'm not gonna yuck anyone's yum, but to me, it's cringy. All right, it's currently 5:41. I need to leave the house in 4 minutes, and I haven't even been downstairs yet. So, got a blast. Talk to you later. I'm a couple minutes early to work, so I just wanted to give you a quick update. I'm like 30% through Pretty Girls, and it's starting to make more sense. So I learned that the 3 point of views are Claire, who's one of our main characters, and it starts off like literally the first chapter of the book pretty much is her husband Paul getting murdered. Then the second point of view that we get, her name's Lydia, and we find out that Lydia is Claire's sister, and both of these sisters had an eldest sister named what's her name? Julia went missing like 18 to 20 years before that. She was like 19 and away at college, went to a bar, and then never came home. Like nobody ever saw her again. So the third point of view is kind of like in the past. It's their dad who is like hell-bent on looking for Julia. So now that the 3 point of views and the timelines are kind of making sense to me, I'm definitely enjoying it more. I'm 6.5 hours in to a 20-hour audiobook, and I honestly don't know how I'm gonna have 13.5 hours left. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna get bored or if it's gonna drag on, but I guess we're gonna see, because it seems like it seems like there's a lot of time left, especially for a mystery thriller, because I feel like they go quick. So I guess we're gonna find out, but I'm a little nervous because it also is really dark, because there's talk of rape, suicide, there's drug use, there's alcohol abuse, like it, I don't know, there's rape, murder, I don't know, it's heavy, and I hope this book doesn't end up like triggering me, but we'll see. All right, I'll update you later. Bye. Hi guys, it's Saturday, May 10th. It's 9:47 a.m. and I didn't record or read anything after my lunch or after work yesterday, because this week, guys, you're not gonna believe what I'm gonna tell you. I got rear-ended yesterday. So if you want just a taste of what a roller coaster my life has been like these past like 3 months, not me doing the anyways, that's it. Like literally one day I'm so happy because I'm getting a promotion, and the next day I'm getting rear-ended. It wasn't even my fault. I was at a complete stop, and there was an SUV that slammed into a Lotus so hard that they rear-ended me. So fortunately, I'm okay. Fortunately, the damage to my car was minimal, but unfortunately, I still need to deal with insurance and get it fixed and get a rental car and all that jazz, because I lease my car right now. So that is my responsibility. And so it's just kind of like more of an inconvenience. So I'm feeling bummed. But today I'm going to be doing errands, reading, laundry, cleaning up, because tomorrow is Mother's Day. So I'm also going to be putting something together for my beautiful stepmom, Marianne, because I love her and she is the greatest. So we're going to be doing that today. I'll try and vlog where I can. If I forget, I'm sorry. But yeah, I'll update you guys later. Okay, so I'm like 72% through Blood of Hercules, and as cringy as it is, I can't say, as cringy as it is, I'm also like giggling. So I'm conflicted, but I'll keep you updated. Stop. Stop. Hi guys. So I just finished Blood of a Hercules, and I rated it 2 stars because, and I didn't give it 1 star, so I'm proud of myself. I was mostly skimming the whole thing because I didn't care that much. And then it was also really cringy. Some of the things that were said, I was like, no way. No way. But there are also other parts that were like kind of making me go hee hee hee, giggle and like kick my feet because I love a good possessive man. Sorry. I love a morally gray man. I love the touch her and you'll die. I love the who did this to you kind of vibes. So I did find some enjoyable parts. It's also a why choose romance, and I'm not shaming or like yucking anyone's yum. It's just not my personal cup of tea. I gave it 2 stars, you know? It was not the worst book I've ever read, but I skimmed it. Didn't really care that much. Found it kind of cringy. Yeah. So it's not my favorite either, but it's not the worst. So do with that what you will. I'm now going to be starting Phantasma by Kaylee Smith on my Kindle because my sister has been harassing me to read it with her. So let's go ahead and start that. Here's Phantasma by Kaylee Smith. This is book 1 in the Wicked Games series duology. I don't know how many books there are going to be. Welcome to Phantasma. There are only 2 rules to the game. Stay alive and don't fall in love. When Ophelia's sister disappears, there's only one way to save her. Ophelia must enter Phantasma, a deadly contest inside a haunted mansion, and claim its prize, a single wish. Phantasma is a maze of twisting corridors and lavish ballrooms of demons and temptations. Ophelia will face 9 challenges, each more dangerous than the last. There can be only one winner, and the other contestants will stop at nothing to eliminate their rivals. Every day, the house creates new monsters. But just as Ophelia's fears threaten to overwhelm her, a mysterious stranger offers her a bargain. Charming, arrogant, and infuriatingly attractive, Blackwell claims he can guide her through the lethal trials ahead. All he asks in return is 10 years of her life. Ophelia knows she shouldn't trust him. Blackwell doesn't seem dangerous, but appearances can be deceptive. Worse still, she still feels a dark and irresistible attraction drawing them closer and closer. Her life is on the line. But in Phantasma, the only thing deadlier than losing the game is losing your heart. A Court of Thorns and Roses meets Caraval in this seductive fantasy adventure. With steamy romance, a morally gray love interest, OCD, rep, and jaw-dropping twists, Phantasma is perfect fans for Rebecca Yarros, Nisha J. Tooley, and Carissa Broadbent. I'm obsessed. Hi, my book babes. So it's currently 5:18 on Saturday. I started Phantasma, but I only got like 5% through it because I got distracted by my cute dogs. I've included clips so you saw them. And then I also once I finished my laundry, I haven't put it away yet, so this is all clean. Atrocious, I know. Once I finished my laundry, I actually went to the store because I needed to get more like spring/summer clothes for work. So I got some undershorts and then some really cute dresses that I could probably wear to the office. And then I went to Target to get my stepmom her Mother's Day gift. This isn't gonna get posted until after Mother's Day, so I'll show you. I got her this really cute arrangement. Well, I made the arrangement. I bought the flowers and then put it in a vase and put the bow. And then I got her a nice card and then some of her favorite candy. So yeah, I have laundry to put away and more reading to do. So I will update you guys later. Bye. Hello, it is currently 11:30 p.m. on Saturday night. I'm only like 7% through Phantasma because I put away all my laundry. I had 4 loads to put away. It was so much. I watched a movie with my parents. We watched Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest, because my stepmom has not seen any of the pirate movies. And then I was editing for a little bit because I like to edit as I go. Otherwise I have like a lot of editing to do all at once and then I get like flustered. And then I've been watching YouTube and I just kind of forgot to keep reading. So hopefully I have time to read tomorrow because I'm kind of tired tonight. So we'll see. But yeah, tomorrow's the last day of the vlog. So I'm also going to be filming like a short little summary of everything that I finished. Like a recap, if you will. And we'll find out how many books I finished and how many pages I read. So I probably won't talk to you again until tomorrow. So good night, guys. Hi guys, happy Sunday and happy Mother's Day. It's 12:30 on Sunday. I just came back from the gym. I had homemade matcha and homemade buffalo chicken mac and cheese with my sister, so we ate good. And now we're having a pool day with our mom, so yeah, I'm probably gonna read by the pool, but I'll update you later because I'm not gonna be like vlogging in front of my whole family. Bye. Here's the pool day outfit of the day. Hot girls read. And I have a pink and white bikini and my little cover up. Let me show you different angles. Ignore the mess in the back. I can't even show the angle. Hot girls read. Hi book besties, it's 3:24 p.m. We just had a pool day. I've showered, done my skincare. I wanted to show off my new shirt. Look how cute. I'm already in like PJs because I'm wearing like PJ shorts. But like, I'm obsessed. And now I'm gonna go downstairs and I'm gonna read on the couch with my family. Hey besties, it's 8:37 p.m. on Sunday. I got distracted watching movies, so unfortunately I'm only 11% through Phantasma, and so far I think it's pretty good. It's kind of still like introducing the characters and world building. I'm trying to see what's going on. All we know, it happens like the first chapter, that there are 2 sisters, Ophelia and Genevieve, and Ophelia's the older sister and their mother has died. So Ophelia did a spell and she has taken over the family business, and so now she is the family necromancer, which means she can see and speak to ghosts. That's all I know really. And she has like this shadow voice in her mind. Don't really know what I feel or think about that yet because I'm only on page 45, but I will update you, or maybe I won't because this is the end of the vlog. But so far I'm liking it. Yeah, So now I'm going to film my recap. So I'm going to go ahead and over to Nat, who's going to give you the recap of what I've read this week. Hello, we're here for the summary. I got some sun today. Anyways, so here's a recap. I read a total of 5 books. I read The Bodyguard, which I gave 4 stars, and that was 302 pages. Then I read The Wild Robot, which I also gave 4 stars, and that was 320 pages. Then I finished King of Envy, which I also gave 4 stars. I'm sensing a trend. And that was 510 pages. I read The Four Winds, which was my favorite book that I read this week. I gave it 5 stars, and that was 464 pages. And then I finished Blood of Hercules, which is 478 pages, and I rated it 2 stars. So roughly I read around 2,074 pages, a little less, a little more, whatever, because I also started Phantasma and got 45 pages in. Hi. Also forgot to mention that I also started Pretty Girls by Karen Slaughter. Yeah, I don't remember how far I got into that, so I wanted to say it was like 6 hours or something. So I don't know what the equivalent like page number is, so just forgot to mention that book. I also started that book but did not finish it because I usually only listen to audiobooks when I'm driving to work, so, or home from work. You get the gist. But yeah, okay, bye. I read a total of 2,074 pages. Yeah, that's a pretty good reading week, I would say, because I had 3 4-star books, 1 5-star book, and 1 2-star book. So yeah, I'm happy with my reading week. Anyways, I'm gonna end this video now. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, subscribe, comment, give me recommendations for other videos you want to see or other vlogs you want to see. Yeah, I love you guys. I hope you have a great day, great week, great month, great year, and I appreciate you.